Apollo program, which landed humans on the moon from 1969 to 1972, stands as a testament to the United States. Under the Artemis program, the planned return of humans to the moon by 2025 is expected to bring diverse benefits to humanity in economic, scientific, and technological aspects. President John F. Kennedy delivered his famous speech in 1962, in which he set a challenge for his administration, to land a man on the moon. We choose to go to the moon not because it is easy, but because it is hard. Challenging technological achievements like the Apollo program, which put humans on the moon, have proven just that. Over the next 7 years, from 1969 to 1972, NASA conducted 6 missions that landed more than 10 astronauts on the moon, with a total cost of approximately $25 billion at the time, equivalent to $250 billion in today's value. Speech, NASA is once again preparing to send humans back to the moon, but this time with the mission of laying the foundation for long-term habitation on Earth. Because of this, many can't help but wonder, why are we going back to the moon? NASA is returning to the moon for 4 main reasons. First and foremost, there are countless scientific research projects that need to be carried out on the moon. The rock samples brought back by the Apollo mission astronauts decades ago have helped scientists better understand the geological history of Earth and the moon. Therefore, the samples collected by astronauts today will help us gain even deeper understanding. All 6 previous Apollo moon landings. Both are located near the moon's equator, which makes everything easier. Therefore, this is where NASA scientists conduct their research. But now, NASA is pursuing even greater and more ambitious goals. NASA has just announced a list of 13 potential landing sites on the moon. The southernmost regions are where water ice exists, confirmed to lie deep within volcanic craters, where sunlight cannot reach. According to the plan, the Artemis mission in 2024 will send the first crew to orbit the moon. And the first landing of the Artemis 3 crew could take place as early as 2025. According to Ms. Bertani Ellman, Deputy Director of the Institute of Space Research. The California Institute of Technology Library states that these sites are among the most ideal for exploring the moon's geology. Explore ice on the moon and collect lunar ice samples. According to David Gring, a geologist specializing in lunar research at the Lunar Science and Exploration Center in Houston, Texas. The moon's south polar region is considered an extremely unusual geological terrain. Evolution, there, because the moon has no atmosphere or flowing water, it does not experience weathering or erosion. Therefore, it still retains evidence of its origins. Over the past several decades, since the Apollo mission era, technology has continuously improved and advanced. The level of detail on the moon's surface was captured by probes such as the Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter. Fortunately, we have identified the types of rocks on the moon's surface that the astronauts need to collect. Associate Professor Craig Hartgrove, a lecturer at the School of Earth and Space Exploration at Arizona Bank University, shared. The astronauts landing on the moon also brought many other benefits. He considers himself an enthusiast who explores the world through robots. However, he also acknowledged that the operational capabilities of the robots and landers were limited due to the scientific research tools they were equipped with. They also find it difficult to gather more context-related data. The geology and landscape are described in greater detail than from the perspective of an astronaut specialized in geology. On the contrary, humans can collect a large number of samples at a much faster rate than robots. The astronauts carefully selected the highest quality geological samples and brought them back to Earth. Here are the natural English translations for both versions. And if we could bring them back to Earth, we will have the opportunity to answer more questions rather than being limited to the scope of exploration by robotic probes. Second, this is a crucial stepping stone toward reaching Mars. Mars is at least 200 times farther from Earth than the distance from Earth to the Moon. This means a significant challenge in protecting astronauts from the risk of radiation exposure. Every 2 years, there's an opportunity to fly to Mars. Therefore, scientists need to find a way for astronauts to live long-term on the surface of Mars. Therefore, testing all these technologies on the Moon first is extremely important. The Apollo missions were primarily aimed at defeating the Soviet Union in the race to land humans on the Moon. The mission is complete, but there is no follow-up plan to establish a lasting human presence there. Artemis's mission has the power to change that. Professor Plynine is currently teaching at No Cho University, specializing in civil engineering, environmental and earth sciences. Dem shared that he particularly hopes to witness the step-by-step changes in establishing a long-term human presence on the Moon. SpaceX, a private company, has been selected to provide the spacecraft that will carry astronauts to the moon's surface for the Artemis mission. What once seemed distant is now within reach. We need to think and build a suitable infrastructure system to sustain life on it. In the future, humans will live long-term on the moon and develop commercial activities there. We can absolutely develop a detailed plan to implement these tasks sustainably, and could expand the application to more distant destinations in the solar system. A series of new technologies have emerged to help humanity conquer space. The moon landing brought many practical benefits to humanity on Earth. For example, the production of handheld calculators, insulin pumps, or freeze-dried foods. Artemis mission has the potential to pave the way for similar technological breakthroughs in the future. A study conducted in 2013, NASA estimates that many commercial products today originated from the space agency's research, contributing between $100 million and $1 billion to the U.S. economy annually. Many commercial products today originated from the Apollo program. For example, the computer system controlling the Apollo spacecraft was considered a technological marvel of its time. This is the first evidence that digital flight technology has become a reality, used in modern civilian and military jet aircraft. We are still achieving many advancements from the miniaturization of electronic devices, as was done during the Apollo mission era. Consider the mobile phone, a technology that likely wouldn't exist without the Apollo program. The new flame-resistant fabric has been researched and developed for the first time for use in astronaut suits. With excellent heat resistance while remaining lightweight, this material is now widely used in firefighting protective gear worldwide. In the 1960s, NASA developed a superheat-resistant material, and today, it can be found in the walls and equipment of many buildings, in freezing tanks, the ME machine of winter equipment, as well as in many use cases for electronic devices and other applications. And the fourth reason is to inspire the next generation of engineers and scientists. Some say that the Apollo moon photos inspired thousands of young engineers and scientists. According to a 2009 survey of 800 researchers, while it's impossible to provide an exact figure, the moon landing deserves recognition because it has inspired so many scientists today. Hartgrove stated that thanks to Artemis, we can watch live video from the moon's surface with near realistic quality, and people will begin to see the moon as a habitable place. That story not only inspires and gives hope to people like me, but also ignites a fire in the next generation of engineers and scientists.